In the post-World War II era, whites fled the center city to the leafy green suburbs and better neighborhood schools. Today, a similar trend has taken root in American higher education. Only this time, whites are fleeing the underfunded and overcrowded 2-year and 4-year open access colleges for the nation's top 500 universities. Even though the number of Black and Latino high school graduates who enroll in college has more than doubled since the 1990s, 75% of that increase has been at open access colleges. In fact, their share of the student population at open access schools has grown from 26% to 45%, while the share of whites has declined from 68% to 49%. White college enrollment has increased only at the nation's top 500 universities, as whites comprise 70% of students compared to their 57% share of the college-age population. If the mission of American higher education is to provide equal opportunities to students from all backgrounds, how has it become a dual engine of racially separate and unequal tracks? Separate is all the more unequal because money matters. Highly unequal dollars spent on students between the top universities and open access colleges drive unequal outcomes. The top 500 universities spend between 2 and 5 times as much per student compared to open access colleges. Those additional dollars are a huge factor that leads to gaps in graduation rates. Let's take a look at the numbers. If you compare graduation rates between the top 500 universities and the 3,000 open access colleges, a striking contrast emerges. 82% of students at top universities graduate, compared to 49% of students at open access colleges. Among Black and Latino students at top universities, 73% graduate, compared to 40% of Black and Latino students at open access colleges. Unequal graduation rates lead to unequal access to graduate school, which is a critical point because race-based earnings gaps only converge at the graduate level. Unequal workforce. These unequal educational outcomes have also fueled unequal labor market outcomes. A wage gap among the races persists because our colleges are racially separate and unequally funded. For every dollar a white worker earns, a black worker gets paid 76 cents, and a Hispanic worker earns 68 cents. Blacks and Latinos who graduate from top universities earn 21% more than those who graduate from open access colleges. So, how can we level the playing field? First, we must give more disadvantaged minorities access to higher spending and higher quality selective colleges. Test scores are a crucial barrier, even though they explain less than half the difference in graduation rates. A student with an average SAT score would have an 80% chance of graduating from a top college, but an average student has almost no chance of getting into a top university. When it comes to college funding, top colleges with the most prepared students receive a disproportionate share of resources, which is similar to reserving the best hospitals for the healthiest people. If we give Black and Latino students access to selective colleges, or the kinds of resources those colleges provide, their graduation rates would almost double. And that's an outcome we can all live with.